Hello, gorgeous women. Hello, everybody. I hope you had a wonderful Easter. It's Tuesday. We're right after Easter break, for those of you at least who celebrate, because I know we're super multicultural and not everybody celebrates Easter. So we had a few beautiful days off. Lots of sunshine, did lots of hiking, which felt really good. And today we have a crazy snowstorm in the middle of April. It's hilarious. I don't know what's going on, you guys. I don't know what is going on. So welcome to Conscious Champagne Chat number 28. Today we're going to talk about the if-then trap and what it is and why it is a trap. If you're watching this in the Mom Leadership Group, let me know when you're here and tag replay. If you're watching it on replay, pop in your questions, you guys. I love to have your questions. Share your ahas, share your insights. Let's make this a conversation so it doesn't feel me just talking to a screen pretty much. So even if you watch it on replay, don't hesitate to engage and, put in the comments, put in the chat, whatever this brings up for you, and share it with us, because that's how we spark conversations. That's how we spark connections. And you will see very often that you're actually not the only one with a problem. We're not alone. We're all sharing these things, right? And if you're watching it on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to our channel. All right, let's get going. Let's make this a short, crisp one. The if-then trap. For years, to be exact 35 years, I had no idea that I was trapped in the if-then trap, because it's so normal to us. It feels so natural to us and so familiar to us that we don't even realize that we actually live in the if-then trap. So what is the if-then trap? It's pretty much a conversation that is going on around in your head. And so the conversation can go anything like, if I had more time off of work, I could spend more time with my kids. Or if my job wouldn't take that much of my time, I could be spending more time with my kids. Or we like to say things like, if my kids started listening to me, or if they were listening better, I wouldn't have to shout. Or we say, if my to-do list wasn't that long, I could actually take time out for myself. If I didn't have to go and do the laundry, cook the dinner, then I could actually sit down and watch a movie. If I made more money, I could finally go and live in a bigger house. If my boss wasn't such a jerk, they could finally see what I'm capable of at work. And so we do this all the time, my friends, all the time. Hey, Marta, we do this all the time. What's the issue with that? The issue with that is that you are putting yourself into a place of lack. You are pretty much putting yourself into a fixed mindset, because we are giving a very strong command to our brain, which is like, if this happens, then I can finally go and do this and this. And so that closes off all other possibilities that are actually there. And it makes you dependent on an if scenario that you're desperately trying to achieve, so you can finally feel something that you actually want to feel. Because spending more time with your kids is linked to a certain feeling that you have. Spending more time with yourself, taking care of yourself, is associated with a certain feeling you have. We are all after feelings, you guys. We are never after the materialistic thing as such. We want more money because more money allows us to do XYZ, and that is going to make us feel XYZ. We are always after a feeling. And when we live under the if-then model, we trap ourselves. And we cannot be free to actually create what we really want to create. So we have to flip it. This model is completely wrong. Because if you live by this model, guess what is going to happen? There will always be more work to do at your work than you should actually be dedicating or can dedicate. And so you will end up never having enough time, or the time you actually want to have for your kids. So you gotta put yourself into the driver's seat. You have to start creating and saying, what does that look like for me? What is actually the amount of time I want to spend with my kids? And then you flip it around. You start looking at options to get what you want, independent of the if situation, basically. Because if you keep living by the if-then model, you literally cannot be happy. It's like the enemy to being happy, pretty much. And I want you to really think about your happiest moments. When did you have your happiest moments in life? They did not come by saying, if XYZ happens, then I can be happy. You don't end up dancing in the kitchen. You don't go into the kitchen and say, okay, if my kitchen is clean, then I can finally jump around with my kids and dance and be happy. No. You go and dance in the kitchen because you feel like it. It doesn't matter what the kitchen looks like, even if it's a big mess. So the task I want to give you today is to think about what were your happiest moments in life? And when did those happiest moments occur? And I bet with you that your happiest moments didn't necessarily occur because you told yourself, if I blah, 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 then I can finally be happy. Because that way we are chasing happiness. And that way happiness is made a destination, which can never be achieved. That way, happiness stays an illusion for us because we put a condition to it. We tie a condition to it. But happiness is a state of being. And you can be happy with pretty much nothing. But we have not been taught to do that. We've been taught if you are something, if you have achieved something, whether that is a status, and a status can be, being married is a status, having kids is a status, having a certain position at work is having a status. And we keep telling ourselves, if I find the man of my dreams, if I have a girl, or if I have a boy, then I can finally be happy. We do this all the time. And then the thing we want to have happens, and then we're happy about it for like this short amount of time. Because that way, happiness remains an illusion because we were chasing it. We made it a goal that we were obsessed about reaching. But it can never truly be reached in that way. So you gotta flip it. First, ask yourself, what is it that you're after? And by that I mean is, so if you, for example, say, I need more money to buy a bigger house. You're not after the bigger house. What is it you're after? What is the bigger house going to give you? How is the bigger house going to make you feel about yourself? And so it could be like, I want a bigger house because I wanna throw parties. I wanna invite the friends. I want everybody to come around. I wanna be the hostess like Monica and Friends, right? Okay, why? Why is that important to you? Why do you want to be the hostess? Why do you want to have all these friends around you? Why is that important to you? And the answer could be is because I just want to be surrounded by laughter, and I just want, the easygoingness of having a lot of people around me. There's fun, it's loud, it's happy, it's amazing, right? It's that environment. Why is that important to you? Because maybe it makes you feel seen. Maybe it makes you feel important. Maybe it makes you feel loved. And so that is what you're truly after. So you don't need, not like we think the bigger house is the solution. But then we get the bigger house and then we can't throw the party. Because by that time it was so hard to get that big house. We attached so much to it that we forgot how to throw a party and invite all those friends and feel good about it. So what we want to do is we flip it and we start thinking about, how do I create that for me today? How do I create it for me today to feel like having a place, to be in a place where I'm surrounded by my friends, by my family, and there's just, easygoingness, lots of laughter and fun. There's other ways to do that. You don't need to have a big house. And so you start creating that now. And then the irony of this, guys, is that actually the other stuff then happens that you want. It's focus on what it is that you really want. We tend to define materialistic things as our goals, but they're actually not our real goals. There's always a feeling we are after. And you think that a house is the only way to create that feeling, but there's tons of other ways how to give your human that feeling. And so when you detach yourself from the if-then, if you detach yourself from the if-then trap and really ask yourselves, okay, why is it that I want that? What am I going to get out of it? And then ask that at least about 3 or 4 times to understand what you're really, really after. And that's when you find that out. That's when you detach from the if-then trap, and that's when you are going to make it happen. So do that and reflect on your happiest moments in your life. And did they happen because you planned them, or did they just happen? Right? Those are the most magical moments usually. All right, my friends, have fun with that. And tomorrow I will be sharing with you my little secret mom happiness formula. So tune in for that. Alrighty, I'll see you then. Bye.